Welcome everybody to another episode of Reimagining Contentlayer with Effect. Um, Tim and I were just catching up on what we did last week, and I think we were working on file watching, right?
Yes.
Cool. So where did we leave off?
Let's get the screen up. So, the last thing I did was working on what? Uh,
Oh yeah,
was
we
it
were
then?
splitting out the different types of changes that are happening to files, I think.
Yeah.
Removals and writes.
So we were working mostly in the document building. It's similar. Excellent completed.
Nothing out of the ordinary there.
Let's try and get it working.
Oh, our headphones are low on battery. One moment. Wow. Just use them until they die.
Yes. There we go. Already working. We're years limitless. So what are we doing here? Yeah, getting config. We're tracking IDs. What is this fiber doing?
Looks like we're
Okay.
looking
Right,
at the removal.
removals. Removals. I guess we only need to do that when we're not in watch mode, or when we are in watch mode. And we created that reference. What? Merge. So watch mode, retract removals. And then every time that change happens to the IDs, we send a signal to the ID mailbox. And every time the IDs change, we debounce the events. And then tell the storage to rewrite the index file.
Hmm.
Um, I think debounce is eager, isn't it? So we don't really need to drop events. It's like it will just consume as much as it can.
I believe it is, but we can
Does
check later.
write IDs fail? We could. I'm just wondering if we need to retry this. This one.
I don't even think we implemented write IDs fully yet,
No,
did
probably
we?
not. No. So that's one thing we need to do. And then every time we write output, we track this ID and then alter it to the class. Okay.
So I guess now we have to implement writing the IDs to storage, like writing that index file.
Yeah. I think one other thing we need to do is on the first run, remove any files that aren't in the ID set. So clean up files we don't need. So I guess in the storage, we just do a list directory to get the initial set of IDs and then remove any files that are not in this set that we pass. So let's do that. So I guess we could just do that as part of the layer initialization. Can't
Makes sense, right?
do
Because
we
you're
already
only
have the config here? Directory? Oh, we didn't care.
I think right now we're just hard coding stuff.
A Windows path.
You can turn this into like proper configuration later.
Current files. So here we would read directory. Got a bit of an echo going on.
Okay. You should not hear yourself anymore.
Uh, so the IDs will be in subdirectories.
Sorry, what are we doing?
Just getting the initial set of document IDs. So write IDs will also need the document type. document. We imported it. Yes, importing document. So here we need document. Double-clicking. So I guess in here, if we don't have the initial IDs yet, we need to read. So current IDs would be a map of document type to something. And then here, if we get files, it's good. And then maybe, yeah, if we, this IDs is not set yet, then we do set it and add it to the map. So we have our current set of IDs, and then we've just received our new IDs. So we need to generate index, remove old IDs or missing IDs, and then update trip IDs. So the last bit's easy. We just go in. Generating the index. I guess we could just something dirty for now. We need to generate all the imports and then re-export them all in the array.
What is this index file going to look like in your mind? Like if you had to, if you were sketching it out.
So it'd be like import document one hash.json. And then I guess we'll need the whatever
For type is JSON or something. Asserts. I forget what this is supposed to be.
and then export D would be an array or as read-only array, and then we'll import the document type. I wonder if we should import the individual documents as well. I'm just not sure what, in case you just want to import one and then tree shape the rest. I'm just
I
not
just
sure. I guess we'll just have to sanitize the document IDs.
had to figure out what the exports would be called, but
Yeah. Because if we are not doing this, then we can just use incrementing number or something. Content.
we could still do an incrementing number inside the file and then just alias it for the export if we wanted.
First. I mean, it's not a very useful ID, that one.
We could say the file name, like literally that file name. I don't know if it's always going
If
to
we
be.
use the base name of the file, we don't know where the ID is coming from. So this should not be source aware. So we kind of have to use the entire ID.
Yeah. What does current content layer do?
It makes slug. I think I notch. Oops. I don't have any output. But from memory, it slugifies the ID.
Well, the individual exports is an enhancement, anyways, for the moment.
I guess we can just do an incrementing thing for now, or we use the document name post. Post 2, post 3.
Yeah. But for the exports, that won't work. For the default export where it's an array, it'll work. But for the named exports, not going to be useful.
Maybe for now we just do this.
I think so. I think we focus on like this, and then maybe it'll become more clear how we do the other one as we go.
Okay, so import might just be string say class or init implementing a T.
Did you want to use the document type name, or do you want to just use document?
We can just use document now because the document name could contain spaces, right? We're not really validating it at this point.
Correct.
We do need to import the types though. That's actually a good point. We're not validating it, but we are using it for the types.
I mean, we could do one of two things. We could either just make the assumption that it's going to work for now, or we could slugify it, which would in effect put an underscore, I think, in like where spaces are.
I think we just validate it at the config point.
That works too.
Um, like to validate in new says me.
Hmm.
No, no, it's names. It is. Yeah, it's so here we'll also need to type those um, types d.ts, I guess. It will be.
Um,
We need to import from somewhere.
yeah, I'm just not sure if it's literally just going to be a normal TS file. It can't be, right? It has to be a DCS file.
Well, we also need to add all those declare module things. Hmm. Where is that?
Have the current content layer generated something.
JS, I guess.
I do not.
No way. Bots. It's bots. Dot join. Comma. Um,
Oh,
and then here I guess we're already iterating through the IDCS to remove. Mm. Then maybe questions.
Math.random. Real men run their for eaches with math.random concurrency.
I guess. I don't.
I mean, if any of these file system operations fail, do we want to just, should we just die?
This one isn't that important. I think we can just do it. Fucking boring. We could do a factor here. I guess we need to write that. Right. File string.
Tim, I'm insulted that you're not using my fancy string.trim method that I implemented a while back.
Uh, was that one with the pipes everywhere?
Yeah. It's so you don't have to do the outdent all the way to the beginning of the file.
Right.
And you don't have to use a pipe. You can use whatever you want if you use the other. There's another version of it.
What is good for now? Well, I guess JavaScript at this point. Oh no.
Yeah, because we're importing the types.
Well, at this point, it's going to be a module, so it has to be JavaScript. So in our class, not whatever, we have to declare this module.
Which means we have to remove all the type annotations here.
Yes, so that. Can you okay.
Let's run it and see what happens.
We will need to do the types next, I guess. Can use an upper sexual channel with additional.
Feels like we're passing something to a stream that's not a stream.
Yeah. We have the me. We need to pass. We need to get the document in here.
What if the ID mailbox is does the ID
I guess if we make the dates and string to let's
instead of run for each here, could we map effect after the debounce and run an unbounded concurrency, or is that basically doing the same thing?
Probably does the exact same.
Well, let's see what happens. We have a type error somewhere.
We need to. Change anything that would affect the signal.
Is removals an actual stream? We're not
Yeah.
we're not in watch mode, so that shouldn't matter. Unless we are in watch mode somehow. Do we have to build again, by the way?
No, because this doesn't affect. No, this doesn't affect the configuration. So this isn't getting hit. Right taps. Just shooting. Let's remove some stuff and see what happens. It means somewhere here, additions, which doesn't exist.
Oh, yeah, I
So
don't
we
think we
go
ever set that up.
to. Wait a minute, where is it?
Nice.
We just set it up. But we didn't build.
I knew it was the build.
Okay.
Founding Huddy is actually he.
Document storage. And hero. Document storage. So we should have something okay. First, yes, and deaths. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I love it. The types, the TS file that we're generating is a global type. Like we dump all types in there.
What was that?
The types that we generate, it's a global types file, right? We dump all the types
No,
in there.
we need to. Yes.
I mean that when we generate the types, like we're putting them all in that one file, right?
Yeah.
Good old console log. Suspicious.
It's because it's time.
Wherever we're calling that, are we forking it?
Should I comment that up? That was human. Here it is.
So we are forking it. Could see if there's an error popping out over here.
Well, that's the people getting.
That was an interesting throwback syntax.
Yes, obviously. Maybe
There's nothing getting written.
dangling effect.
Yes. Didn't Mattia put this into the ESLint plugin with luck? I'm pretty sure I don't know if he actually finished it, but it's still PR.
Uh, okay. We need to rehash ID. We're rehashing the ID here. Hashed only. It's kind of a lot of hashing going on.
You do, I feel, I mean, we do need to keep track of quite a bit of like cache, right?
Yeah, I'm just wondering if we cache the hashes.
Cache the hash.
human data, right? That's the obviously do cool. Uh,
Does it need the cast there, or can you just exclamation point it?
yes.
Nothing like a good old hash cache.
You ID yes is it can just be very hard and stuff. Like,
You set it on the path, Tim.
yeah, and it. So here we need to use here.
Sounds like there's a plane flying overhead.
So yeah, there,
Oh, it's just circling.
uh, we need to use hash. Generate hash for the plain ID. Add it to new ID hashes array. Use it in the import, export. And if we haven't, we can't see it, add it to remove. Write our index. Yeah, it's better.
It looks much better.
Let's, okay, so we just need to generate types. Cleaner. Right types. So we change this to a d.ts. And we need to declare the modules for all our document types. Uh, So currently the document builder is passing us the interfaces for each document. So yeah, I guess we'll just do that in the document builder. Into document. We add a render module here, I guess.
Seems reasonable.
Render module. And this will take in a document definition. We need options. String. I guess we do need some options, right? We need to know what namespace for doing. What do we need to know? Did you find the output? Or
I did
content?
not. I did not. I did not.
What would this look like? Export. Do you need export? No. Declare module. Export default. Cool.
I think it's declare const, no? For the
Do you need it? We're already in a declare.
does the declare I honestly haven't in a declare like a DTS file in like a hot minute, so I don't know.
Declare module.
I guess it's fine.
Here we anything? Declare module. I guess in here we need the module names. JS4. Okay. What's this?
I'll actually search around my file system.
I think for content layer, the namespace is like content layer.
searching around my file system to see if I have any
It's
lingers.
whatever the import looks like. I'm just going to open up the old website. Yeah. See if I can go back to a time where we still had content. Do we have like an archive branch? Yeah. Oh, main old.
Oh, we might have one. Hang on. Or maybe this is from our current. I think this is our current.
Uh, look in source. Main old is not what I want. English of alpha. We need to go.
Probably pretty far back.
November?
Probably further.
Almost. Virgin extra.
Anything where you see numbers in the titles, you could probably be safe to go in there.
Yeah. Log. Log. So imports from Contentlayer generated.
Which is like I think that the original content layer was generating like a pseudo package.
Yeah, this is the pseudo package here.
Yeah.
And then does it inject something into node modules? Listing. I guess it must like symlink it into module.
1 second, Tev. I'll be right back.
Types. Modules. Type. Loader.
Sorry about that, Tim. Did you find any of the old content layer business? I think I've purged my system.
Okay.
Hmm. I have like the old content layer repository, but looking through like the type generation code, I don't think that there was actually I don't think there was actually any. I don't know. I'll check GitHub too, but I don't think that Johannes was doing a declaration file. I think that there was actually something being injected into the global types. Let me check.
Still, if I just run in the background,
Topman dot package.
continue right now.
So this is the thing that generates the dot package.
So there is a content layer. Yeah, if it just injects the type somehow. Is it when you just have to import the types or you add it to your TS config, is it? Oh, yeah, there you go. You add it to your TS config. Uh,
Fine, it's not the best.
Otherwise, you would have to symlink into no modules.
Well, it's probably better than that.
How does it get into... How does the JavaScript side work? How does it resolve the imports?
I do think there might be something getting generated in the in node
Adding
modules.
like the
Node.
is it something in the next config? With content layer.
Let me look at what that does.
That must be adding like the require resolving.
Generate dot package.
feel like that's like a better way of doing it.
Yeah, I think there's probably a better way of doing it, but while you look into that, I can keep trains and figure out what the. So there's definitely something being injected as node modules. I just can't find where it's doing it, but it's under node modules slash dot content layer. Like something is being injected. I just can't find it yet.
So we just need to. What does our types look like now? Types d.ts. I guess we want to put this post thing side of this module.
Yeah, because this way you could this way you could like.
I think Contentlayer was doing this. And then having the post definition in there.
Yeah, I kind of like that because then you can get access to the post individually as well.
Okay. So maybe you get rid of there.
Maybe that.
So all the document types stuff. And then for every document we need to export the phrase. And then we'll also need to, I guess, export the top level index. Yeah. And then
Mm.
export small duck. I guess we need some kind of pluralize and totally array dot.
I wasn't really able to find anything useful.
Okay. It's the spelled finish.
I did I did find like what the index.mjs that is generated looks like. But besides that, I didn't find anything about like the types or anything like that yet.
It's a shame content is so slow. Then this will be closing curly. Make it again.
See, this is where my little trim, whatever it's called, strip, forget what it's even called. Strip lines.
I think that changed within.
No, but
So I want a new line. Okay, you have to indent everything.
probably not worth it for right now. We could always, if we really want to get crazy about it, we could run a formatter over it. But I feel like that's just wasted cycle because it's all auto-generated anyways.
But the content looks good.
Content does look good.
Okay. Now we just need to generate the top level X4 for this. Types. Clean refactor that while we're here. Right IDs, right index. And this will be top level index file that generates these exports. These ones. So I guess we need to rename it to index.d.ts first. Uh, only array document opinion. It's Austrian. This will be JS. And this will just be a bunch of exports for yes. Document. Dot name slash index.js. Oh, we want to name it. Okay, that imports. It's for what this is. For document. And that'll be all document.name and a plural from .name slash index.js. And
I guess we're
then
also
exports the push.
I guess we're also gonna have to think about whether we should be generating MJS files.
Well, package.json will just have type module.
That's true.
And then in here we can just have imports. And then we have our yes. Yeah.
I'm gonna come in here at some point with my fancy method and
I don't like all the pipe symbols.
what's your preferred symbol?
Uh,
You can use whatever symbol you want. I just like that
exactly.
it renders like the way it would read.
Um, shit. I essentially replace types. We probably move all of this to storage, I guess. It's not really clear where to do this generation.
We could have some like generator service eventually that houses all of like this string manipulation business that we have to do. But that could be like a optimization later.
Let's see.
Like a document generator or a file generator.
We don't need types anymore. Yeah. Let's. Now we just need the JSON.
Yeah, what
And
is
that would be name, effects, content by generating. And then it would have type module, and then it would have side.
I honestly can't remember, dude. Let me look.
That was Contentlayer going. So it wasn't generated anything.
It's throwing some shade. Is there actually anything in Contentlayer right now?
How last documents T.
Nice.
A cache.
All right, well, the config was compiled at least. Let's see here.
So we want export, and then we want the types.
So we're only going to allow importing from the index because we're re-exporting everything, right? We're not re-exporting everything. We're re-exporting the collections.
I
I think
guess
that
we could edge
I think we should have an entry for each
post
document type. Yeah.
index sections. We'll just have to do the types as well.
Right.
I
Can't the
guess you could
types
have like a global types thing. Can you just do it? Types. And then
I thought types could be global?
maybe. So we go back to types.d.t. So just be done. Okay, let's try achieve this. We need a package JSON And then we, in here, export our because we rename that to types.d.ts. And then in types.d.ts. Yeah, let's move this so it's all numbers.
A document generator lives.
It's JSON concern, documents. Uh, JSON types, and here we need to declare our other modules. Document modules. Declare module. Yeah. Close it out. So, yeah. Where do we put our document type now?
Probably in the local. Wait.
Whatever you're doing. Can you just have it at the top level and then export it? I guess so. If we just put it in here, move it. And then re-export them. I guess this would have to import the type from this guy.
Unless we generate the type. Unless we generate the type into the lower module. You know what I mean? unless we generate the document type into the local document module and then import it in the index to re-export it.
What all has to happen in this file because we're generating JavaScript everywhere else. Let's see if that works. So for every document, origin one of those modules. Then here we Hindi. Okay.
So that import statement's not needed because we have it in the global scope, right?
And then in here, we just need to export all our thingamajig's.
Were there two index.ts, d.ts files in the generated output?
Yeah, I did clean it.
I thought our watcher was clean. Oh, it's not then. Never mind.
Yeah, stop cleaning up well-known files. So that looks fine. That works now. And that looks like it should work.
Who knows?
Okay. So, how do I test this? Can I just import it somewhere? The Contentlayer generated. Paste. All this.
We'd probably have to add it to the ts config. Unless you already did that and I wasn't watching.
And then I guess that isn't the old declare modules. Is it working? because this should be the module that we declared. Oh. And Jim and you know,
Guess we'll probably need to do a little more.
only local declarations to be exported from.
Yeah, I guess we'll need to do a little more investigation into how this is all going to work.
Yeah, just need to get the right concoction. I think that will work for this one for, but I'm not sure about this one yet. But let's see what happens. Yeah, that works. So we just need to put her that piece.
The module resolution piece is going to be a big pain in the neck, I think.
Right. Are we done?
I think so. I think that we can probably revise our to-dos. I think we've satisfied a lot of this, not the watchers, but we've satisfied all of this. I think the to-do we need to leave for ourselves is probably like figure out how module resolution is going to work. Like, are we generating a pseudo package, or are we sim linking, or what?
Once we've done that we can do watches.
Yeah. Cool.
Teams.
Oh, well, I still feel like this is very good progress.
Yeah, I think so.
Thank you, everybody, for joining the stream, and we'll see you next week with more progress on Contentlayer.
See you guys.